Good morning. So it's funny how the mind wanders. I'm sitting here like 10 minutes before the camera even starts. That's after I've decided what deck I'm going to use. Then my mind drifts to 100 different places. Which I've come to realize that when I'm looking at my phone in the morning, it doesn't give my mind a chance to do that. It'll get locked on the screen and just stay there. Which, that's not a bad thing either. It's just different. Not focusing on the outside world for at least a few minutes when I wake up. So, every morning I get up, grab my cards, and I've taught myself just that when I hear that riffle, I take a breath. Just a calming way to start the morning. See what the universe has to say. Okay. And I like to remind myself that one of the reasons why I do this is so that I can find out what the universe might want me to know for today, what to focus on, because it just reminds me something that I was taught about meditation, that if you're looking at like one of the they're called, it was called defects of characters, but if you look at some of the things that trigger us, anger, jealousy, negative emotions, if you can focus on it in the morning and prepare yourself, then maybe you won't react the same. Maybe you will actually take it in a calmer way. If I'm focusing on anger and the cards told me to watch out for anger, I know to be prepared for it so that if I do get angry during the day, I have to take responsibility for it instead of just being clear-headed and looking at the facts and not getting angry at whatever reaction the other person is having, so that I take responsibility and I don't put the blame on justifiable anger and get all up. I want to try and learn how to handle situations differently. I want to learn how to keep emotions in check. I want to learn how to not let people trigger me into having those negative emotions and negative feelings. So I'm going to take my deck and I'm going to split it into 3. Okay? And I always imagine that these 3 stacks have threads that's connected to the universe, because if I pull on this thread, it's going to be a different conversation than if I pull on this thread. And the top cards on here is a different conversation from these 2. So I'm going to see what's in the middle. So I'm going to grab the middle deck. I'm going to pull on that thread. And let's see what the universe has to say. Again, I want to take responsibility for my actions today. I want to, if I get angry, it's not because the other person said something and triggered me. Or if I am procrastinating, it's nobody else's fault. I want to assume responsibility today. So let's see what the universe says. So the 2 of Wands reversed. Talk about procrastination. It's a difficulty in getting something started. The 2 of Coins. So there's things are just out of balance here. It's a tough. There's something about getting started this morning and the Knight of Pentacles. So the Knight of Pentacles is the exact opposite of the Two of Wands or the Two of Coins. The Knight of Pentacles, his horse has all 4 feet firmly planted on the ground. He's staring intently at his task, which is his coin in his hand, and he's looking at this field. The Knight of Coins is one of those cards about being meticulous, about a checklist, making sure everything can get done. Sometimes the Knight of Coins can spend too much time planning and not enough time with action, like the other knights are about action. But I think in this situation here, if we just look, we can see that the Two of Wands is about having starting a project, making a plan. When it's like this, observing what needs to happen, and then you can move forward from there. Right now, your options are open, but yeah, it's not even starting. And same thing with the Two of Coins, which is about making those decisions, and this is about work or home, making a choice, keeping things balanced. Otherwise, things are out of balance here. So let's see what the advice card has to say. And hi, are you sure it's the universe talking to you? And somebody just asked, and hello, level 1 criminal. How are you sure it's the universe you're talking to? That's my metaphor. Some people will have a higher power. Some people could believe in the magic of a Lego. Everybody's got their metaphor for their higher power or for whatever it is. For me, the universe can even just be a metaphor for my subconscious. These cards could just be Rorschach tests that trigger memories, feelings, and emotions. But the point is to find a focus for the day. And so with the tarot cards, I can find that focus. And the focus right now is, what is it that I'm procrastinating on? What is it that I'm not able to get started? And that I need to take a new tact. The Knight of Pentacles here, Knight of Coins, who's upright, his tact is to actually make that list. And the advice card is saying, be like the Emperor. So by the time you get to be an emperor, you may not like to do things, you may not want to do things, but the Emperor says, this needs to be done. Work your way through it. So when there's a struggle, he'll send somebody like this knight out. And this knight will say, we need to make a list. We need to just start at the beginning. And maybe this Emperor is even talking to these cards and saying, we need to spin you around. And you need to find that focus. You have to get started here. Stare at the world, get your focus, and then the Emperor might be saying to this person here, what is it that you're juggling? What is it that's keeping you from being able to make those decisions? And then some people say that the court cards can be people. So maybe this is getting advice and saying, I'm having trouble getting started. I got these things that I'm trying to balance out here. And maybe this is the third person that you need to talk to or to bring into your project or just even ask a question. And you're going to have to maybe emulate and say, you know what, today I'm not going to be like the page. I'm not going to be like this guy dancing. I'm going to be like the Emperor. It's like one way or the other, the Emperor is going to get this started. He's going to send out the person who can make the plans. He's going to get the thoughts arranged so that these are no longer upside down. And with the Knight, he knows that the Emperor knows it's not going to get done today. But again, that Knight is going to make a list. He's going to see what is the first thing that needs to get done. The second thing, again, because this Knight, he's the only one in the Rider-Waite where all 4 feet are firmly planted on the ground. So he's grounded. He's stopped. And he surveys. That horse is not going to move until they have everything lined up. So for today, I believe what the cards are saying is that find out why we're not able to get motivated to start something or move a project forward. This could be at the house. This could be dealing with our own finances. Ask this Knight, what is it that I need to do as far as creating the list? And then relying on your inner strength to say, you know what? I'm going to marshal myself together and I'm at least going to get something started so that I can turn these cards around. So for today, that's what I'm going to do, is that I'm going to focus on what am I procrastinating on? What is it that I'm just sitting on that I know I should be doing? And then I'm going to use the skills of the Knight, and that might be a person, and I'm going to use the will of the King to say, you know what, at least I'm going to make the decision and I'm going to do something today. So with that, I just hope that helps. And thank you very much, and I will see you tomorrow.